Everyone, Burton's back and King Vanek is in another spot of bother. This time it is yet another revolt. This king must have the most unluckiest... I don't know what's happening with him, but the man has no luck. Problems are constantly occurring against him. In fact, I don't see an end in sight for it. Hopefully things will start to die down, because what I'd really like to do is start expanding, because this has been a good long while since we've actually expanded anything properly. We've gone ahead and we've got our divorce against our unfaithful spouse. Get out of here. We did try and imprison her, we failed in that attempt, but you know, it's not the end of the world. We do have dangerous factions going on still for my brother. I knew we should have done something about him, but we did what we could at that particular time. So as we continue, let us see what we can manage. Well, we can manage to go ahead and defeat some of this rabble. I'm actually going to try and just end this war by defeating the armies rather than sieging down things. War score currently at 44% at the moment. Let's have a look how Grom's doing. He's 14 years old. He's very soon going to be turning into a man. Unfortunately, it's not gone too well, probably because we put him with Rogvar, who, whilst very good at martial, intrigue and some other things as well, he's very bad at learning. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep Grom where he's meant to be. We don't need him to be the smartest person in the entire world, but we just need him to be strong. Now Acradius, he's going to be something a little bit different, because if you look at his martial, he's only 1 year old. He's actually doing really good already. War score currently at 49 now, so let's go down here. We'll try and take out who we can, but if we go to Kazstav, I think that's going to be sensible. We are in Winterhold as well, just reclaiming what land was taken from us, and we're actually going to jump into Highgate as well, try and take them on a couple of the fronts even. Okay, now we did say that we wanted to start keeping an eye on some known plots instead of going ahead and doing this, to see if there's anyone who's worthwhile imprisoning. So I think I'm not going to do that just yet. We do have some prisoners as well. We'll need to decide what to do with them. We don't have enough men. Ouch. Well, that's a bit of a shame. So in that case, we'll head on over this way, see if we can catch up with these guys here, and hopefully take them down quite quickly. And then it'll finally be on to us trying to actually do something. Let's just have a quick look over here in Moransring. They'll say no to vassalization. Yeah, it's because they're a different religion to us. Bit of a choice, because you know they've got Felsads and places like that. They're just trying to think outside the box, but really, we all know we're trying to farm Skyrim, so we really need to go for places within our territory. Now, if we do get the option to go for Warlord focus this time, I think we're going to do it with the sheer amount of things that we have on at the very moment. So, what can we actually do? Well, we're trying to become a High King, which we know. We'll get our 1000 prestige for doing that. That's a long way off. So I think maybe we should cancel that ambition, try to go for something a bit more short term. We can make a friend, reign for 20 years, undertake a pilgrimage, fall in love, get married. But I think get married is going to be a nice quick one for us. We've gone ahead and we've taken our lands back. Let's head on here. We'll actually go down to Fellhammer. So while we're waiting for that, let's get ourselves a wife, shall we? So, couple of... Oh, Princess of Whiterun, God's Hater. Now, if you remember way back when, we did initially look at God's Hater, but because my grandfather, Grom, was a very zealous man, he didn't want to go ahead and go with a name of God's Hater. So I think what we'll do is... I think we'll probably go ahead and... Elerd? Where are you guys? Elerd, Lady of Brick. Where's Brick? My words, you're in Daggerfall. King Murad the Wicked. Okay. Let's see about doing that then. I've got a couple of spy masters as well. Right. Yeah. Janine, Lady of Brick. It would go ahead and get us somewhat. We'll get 200 from marrying her. That's not really too much of an issue. Brilliant. So we are besieging. We've run out of men yet again in Kastav. So we're going to send all 610 over there. In fact, I'm actually going to speed this up. They've accepted the suggestion. So let's now have a look at our allies. I won't come. Oh, she's a bit young. Got to wait a couple of years for that one. Hopefully I'll still be alive. Yeah, Corla's not doing too bad. We need to actually start having a look at Grom and maybe to have a look at a very early alliance down here. I think it's far too soon, so we won't do anything right this moment. That's okay for now. How many men will we need to take that? Well, they've got 982 defenders. Our 610 should be enough to go ahead and take that as well once we go ahead and arrive. Let's have a look if there's any new important decisions we can go ahead and do. Well, I think first, let's see if we've got any option to get some more people in our courts, because our court's looking a little bit empty at the moment. So first off, Master of Arms. Train us. I don't think so. What about Commander instead? Wow, we're really struggling for anyone of any worth there, aren't we? We already have a Royal Assassin. We don't have anyone worthy of being a teacher. Swordmaster. Train us, but he's a barbarian. I don't feel comfortable doing that. Court Battle Mage, we have no one. Scribe. No. We all know that we made my brother the Court Jester, and that's what happened to him. Master of the Hunt. Master of Ceremonies, I like the sound of. Claudia. We'll make my daughter the Mistress of Ceremonies. What else have we got? Court Musician. We've got no one who fits the bill. Court Painter. I think that's enough for now. We're very lacking in our options at the moment, so I think we should just go ahead and do that. They're at 98%. I pretty much think we'll have to take them all the way down, take their lands from them, and then it'll be 100%. 99, very close to being whole again. It's been a while since Winterhold has been whole, and we'll see how long it lasts. Surely there will be some more factions. Thurgist, we really could do with something about him. We're at 100% now. Let's go ahead and offer peace. Excellent. So you, sir, are an idiot. What we'll go ahead and do with you is confiscate your artifacts. What do you have? What is that? I have no idea what that is, but we are going to have it. A vampire's hand. This wrinkled, desiccated hand used to belong to an ancient vampire. Like the creature to which it used to belong, it shimmers with magical energy. There you go, William. We finally got a shimmering vampire. In the wrong series though. But you know, it's a shimmering hand. So we've taken that from him. That gives us a little artifact. Brilliant. Okay, let's pause things up while we disband our army. We do have our retinue, which we were building. How is the retinue actually looking at this moment? We were trying to kill my brother. We can get a couple more people who will join it. However, we're not going to kill my brother. We're going to kill the man behind my brother's motives. So we're going to try this. So let's plot to kill. We'll get 112%. Let's see if we can actually make that happen sooner rather than later. We'll individually invite these characters just so we know who we're inviting. No one else we can actually get on side with this, but perhaps once these two guys join, we'll go ahead and be able to do something else. So let's have a quick look at vassal opinion on ourselves. So we've got a couple of our own men, obviously, in prison. Besides that, everyone else actually likes me. Amber Shields, we know where you are. Let's have a look at Amber Shields. Quite a lot of people. So we've got the Baron of Bannerwatch. He was an idiot. But because we crushed a major revolt, maybe he might be worthwhile just ransoming. We can get 70 gold. I am going to ransom him. and we'll see how they react to that. He should respect me a little bit more that we have taken that. The Baron of Highgate actually already likes this quite a lot, and once again his opinion of us has improved. So we'll go ahead and ransom him if we can. Get ourselves another 70. Anyone else? The Count of Greywinter. Once again, let's do exactly the same. 145, well you can't do that. But who would we be ransoming to? So he's got 45 gold. If we were to gift him 20, he still wouldn't have enough. Right, he'll remain. Letho. A third, the Count of the Pale. How many times? We could take the entire amount of the Pale, but unfortunately we don't have revocation. So he's probably going to remain unless they can fork up 161 gold. So I think that's enough for now in regards to that. Let's be at peace for a little bit while we wait. Great, this plot's going together. We're getting ourselves some additional money. What's happening? You're hosting a dinner for some local dignitaries when the full moon comes into view in one of the windows, trembling. You excuse yourself and hurry up the stairs to your bedchamber while stripping off your clothes. You're completely naked when the guards find you crouched on your balcony, howling at the moon. Oh my god. The lunacy has totally taken over. But that's the question. We're gonna probably start making some really rash decisions soon, and God knows how we'll be able to deal with this. After years of careful planning, Cozy Broadwell from court of Baron Olaf of Snowgrass has raised a large army of exiles, mercenaries and hopefuls, declaring his intentions to go out and carve a realm of his own. Yeah, good luck. Not going to be too much we can do. Eastwatch or Solitudes, who's going to be next? Oh, Idra. Yeah, we've had enough of Idra. We can have Conquest of Dragon's Bridge, which is that one. I think we could do somewhat more than this. So we can do the Conquest. What can we do here? Grey March, Greymoor, we know these. So we do have quite a few options. Scarstone seems the reasonable one to do there. Eastmarch is right on our doorstep. That will put us into direct conflict with the Rift. What can we do against the Rift? Pretty much the same. We can claim Nilhelm, the Baron of Snowgrat. Winterwind we can claim. Okay, so what I think we are going to do is we're going to do Eastmarch. And I think we're going to do it for Morvenskar. And we'll sort of take it piece by piece. Oh, in fact, no, we shouldn't. We should take Coldwinter. Yes, we'll do Coldwinter instead. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll wait till we actually build our forces back a little bit. We won't be running into any of this. And we'll see what's what. So right now things are not going too bad now that we've finally ended these revolts. We'll see if anything else comes to head. Right now we've only got to take care of the Fjorgist, and then this one will end. Where is the Fjorgist? He is, oh, wouldn't you know, Felglow. So let's send our Spymaster into Felglow now. And we'll see if we can try and attack this from two fronts. The man is a coward, that's for certain. He can't fight shadows and loud noises frighten him and blood makes him faint. You are a disgrace and I despise you. The man's a tyrant as well. Can we do anything about that? No, we can't. Okay, not to worry at all. Let's see how we are actually building back up. So I think it's a good idea if we have a look, see if we can possibly increase retinues yet. We can't, unfortunately. How about technology? Yes, indeed we can. We are a long way off the one we need, which is military organisation, if we are to continue with our retinue. However, I don't think we are going to continue with our retinue. What I think we're going to do instead, let me just have a look. I think possibly, I'm Just going to see what men we actually pull up. So we're mainly heavy infantry. So I think in that respect, I'm going to put some of the technology into heavy infantry because, as you can see, it's a lot less. I think it makes more sense for us to sort of improve our military, because we can do this in a couple of ways. We've got Magicka training as well we can do, or we've got Siege. And we did Siege last time. Siege is very expensive once we get up to it, so I think we're going to put it into Light as well. And I think that's not too bad. Now we've got trade practices we can improve upon if we wanted to. And we've also got construction. So let's go ahead, we'll improve trades while we can. My co-conspirator, Count Avildil, has sent word that the carriage that Sirius is travelling on will soon suffer an unfortunate accident, leaving no survivors. Those things are death traps after all. And beware, beware the golfers, there's golfers everywhere. There we go. So these this lunacy trait, I expect some interesting things to be popping up soon. God knows what it'll be, but it'll be fun no matter what it is. Also, we're getting some people doing an Ironbind faction. Success, the carriage was sent flying over the edge of a cliff with him still in it. The driver I bribed has also been dealt with, leaving no loose ends. That's great. But I really loved that carriage, really did. So, we need to get ourselves a new Chancellor. Allred. Yeah, I think we'll do Allred. And let's start trying to get some specific claims. Bleak Winds seems interesting, although we can declare an Inquisition against them. Now, the problem with that is it's going to bring everyone of that religion into it. So what I want to do is try and get individual claims, so that way I'm not fighting the entire religion. Now you can see the entire religion is all the green, all the old gods, and we don't want to be doing too much with that. Right, so are we sufficiently built enough? I think we are built enough. So, Eastmarch. Let's go and try and take hold of Coldwinter from Eastmarch. They're currently at war as well, so I think that's going to be in good stead for us. Let's see if anyone else raises up against us. Where did we say we're going? Coldwinter, wasn't it? There we go. So as you can see, they don't have that many troops at all, which is going to be great for us. I'm just going to call up my personal people, and we'll see if we can just march straight into there and take that without too much of a fight. Now with their internal problems, I think this is going to leave them wide open for us to do what we need to do in regards to this. I'd prefer if I wasn't leading, but we don't have much of a choice. We don't have anyone else. You know what? We are going to invite someone to our courts, because I am tired of not having enough commanders. Let's open the employment list. I'm going to send for some marshal. And we'll try and get two of them, in fact. There we go. Larius we've had, so we've only been able to do one. That's fine, not too much of a problem. Where is he? Not too bad. Meticulous, that'll do. And we'll appoint you as a commander, sir. And we'll actually get him here. There you go, Larius. So that should hopefully keep us out of harm's way a little bit at least. We'll see. Time will tell in regards to that. We'll put you guys on the flank. Oh, someone's cast their magics upon me and cured me of my ills. At last I can breathe with ease. I've been healed, but what have I been healed of? Well, not my lunacy. Must be my infected wounds appear to have gone. Oh right, so it's just depression and lunacy I need to sort out. My liege, since I arrived in Winterhold, there's never been a shortage of soldiers. Excellent, that is what I'd expect from you, sir. Let's get into Colwyn. And it looks like Lewin the Fat and Solitudes, they're at it again. These people have more wars. I think they're the only king who has more wars than I do. The only difference is we don't lose our wars. They change constantly. So let's get into Coldwinter. Let's take down Coldwinter, make it part of the realm of Winterhold, and then we'll move somewhere else. Probably Solitude, maybe if we can take advantage of that. It's just a shame we can't get people to join us just by offering vassalization. Now we can try and press other people's claims, see if we can get it over that way. But in all honesty, I like putting the people I trust in the position of power. You're gonna rot, sir. And that's going to be it, end of the episode. Thanks very much for sticking with the series, and we'll try and speed things up, we'll try and get back on track because we've still got a long way to go with this. So I'll see you next time.